Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Salam, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. If you're visiting me for the very first time, my name is Zara, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, guys, please do. And do remember to hit that bell icon so you can get the latest notifications from my channel. So for my people out there in Mumbai, monsoon is in full swing. The last few days it's been raining like crazy, but then we had a little bit of break in between and we had some nice sunny days. But whether it rains during monsoon or whether it's sunny during monsoon, we end up getting some crazy heat and crazy humidity, due to which, at least for the girls, I don't know about the guys, but for the girls, our hair doesn't want to cooperate. Take a look at mine. I finally managed to calm it down. You know, during the monsoon season, my hair turns into a cotton ball that has been attacked by a kitten. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to tame it. But somehow I managed today, and it seems to be kind of working with me. But yeah, hair is for another vlog. Today I'm gonna be talking about the skin, because during monsoon, I don't know what it is, but makeup just does not want to stay on my face. And I'm sure this is not a concern or a problem that only I come across. There are many girls out there who say that their skin gets super greasy during the monsoon season, gets really oily, gets glossy. I am one of them. So in today's vlog, I'm gonna be sharing with you how you can monsoon proof your makeup. I'm not from Mumbai originally. I was born and raised in Vancouver, and we have quite dry weather on the west coast of Canada. So when I initially moved to Mumbai, I couldn't understand what my skin was doing. You know, all of a sudden I've turned glossy, greasy, oily, all these things that I never was, you know? And of course the hair was doing its own thing, the face was doing its own thing, and the makeup was doing its own thing. For the first couple of monsoons here in Mumbai, I looked like a hot, crazy mess. My face would look like as if someone took a whole bunch of paint and just kind of threw it on a canvas. But now I've got it all figured out. I know what it is that I have to tweak and adjust in my makeup routine during monsoon season, and I'm going to be sharing those tips with all of you today. And these are tried and tested tips. I have spent many monsoons working on these tips and perfecting these tips, so I'm sure they're all going to come in very handy and useful to all of you. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. Let's monsoon proof our makeup. Okay guys, now my face is clean. First things first, सबसे पहले monsoon में we should switch from our normal moisturizer to a water-based moisturizer, because these moisturizers are generally lighter and not as heavy and as sticky as normal moisturizers. The one that I use during monsoon is this one here called Aquatherm by Skin Door. Okay, this one is a little bit on the pricier side, but it's an amazing product, guys. Invest in a good water-based moisturizer that is budget friendly for you. Okay, that's the best thing you can do for your skin during monsoon season. Okay, so step one is complete, and I have my moisturizer on. इसको मैंने अच्छे से लगा लिया है. And now step two, guys. What we're gonna do now is apply our concealer, okay? And we can go for cream-based concealers in monsoon, just light cream-based. And the one that I use during monsoon is by this company called Benefit, and it's called Fake Up. Fake Up Eye Concealer. It's amazing. It's nice and light and creamy, okay? But not too creamy that it gets stuck in the creases. It's just perfect. So आपको भी ये करना है. You have to get a nice light concealer, nothing too thick. Okay, because anything too thick is just, once it mixes with this humid weather, it's just gonna crease up. Okay, so a nice light concealer. So chalo, apply karte hain. So just apply a little bit of concealer wherever you think you need it. I just like to apply it along the bridge of my nose and my forehead, and that's because I don't like to use too much of highlighter during monsoon, because वैसे भी due to the humidity and just due to the heat here in Mumbai, my skin, or even regularly, I think everybody's skin ends up getting a little glossy looking, a little oily looking. So during monsoon, I don't like to use too much of highlight because wo naturally ho jata hai. So come on, let's blend this in. So now, step number 3. This third step is the most important step of your monsoon makeup routine, okay guys? So during monsoon, what I do is I switch from my normal cream-based or liquid foundation to powder foundation. I am using Lancome's Dual Finish Foundation. So this is a powder foundation that goes on like any other liquid foundation. It's crazy. I just love the results I get from this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a foundation brush. Okay, I've got this from, I think I picked it up from Sephora, I'm not sure. Okay, but any foundation brush. And because this is powder, you have to take quite a bit. More than you would usually take if you were just dabbing your face. Okay, so isko अच्छे से ले लो brush पे and apply it under your eyes first. Okay, चलो शुरू करते हैं. And as you can see, इसके results बहुत अच्छे हैं. But there are many other nice and affordable powder foundations out there in the market. So feel free to experiment, whichever one suits your skin the best and whichever is pocket friendly for you, आप उसी में invest कीजिएगा. Okay, so here goes. Now we're just going to apply this all over our face, just how we would apply a regular normal foundation. This is amazing. Okay, it gives me the coverage that I want with that matte look. Okay guys, the best thing that we can do for our skin or for our makeup routine in the monsoon is to kind of mattify it. You know, you don't want to look too oily and too greasy. You want to look nicely put together, nice and clean, you know. So monsoon के लिए मेरा ये टिप रहेगा कि आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा matte foundation or natural look foundation इस्तेमाल कीजिए. I'm just going to use the other side of this brush, which is for powder. Do this and even everything out. Okay, and do not forget the neck, girls. I've seen many times चेहरा किस रंग का होता है, neck किसी और रंग की होती है. So many times I've seen that the neck doesn't match the face. That is a makeup faux pas, girls. Okay, you want to make sure even your ears are the same color. Okay, so this is done. अब ये जो next step है, it's very important. Powder foundation gives us a bit of a matte look, and sometimes what ends up happening is our makeup ends up looking cakey, depending on the brand you're using, and then of course depending on how much you've put on. So after you apply your powder foundation, I would recommend that you take a fixing spray. I'm using Revlon's Revolution Pro Fix spray here, okay? But if you don't have fixing spray, you can use Rose Mist. This works just as well. So girls, what we have to do now is take our beauty blender, okay? Make sure it's damp, and we are going to spray our face with fixing spray. And spray it generously, girls. Come on, let's do this. Whew. Okay, ho gaya. Now you take the moist beauty blender and just fix that powder foundation into your skin. Gently tap, okay? Gently, 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 to give you that beautiful dewy finish, okay? Because you don't want that cakey matte look. You want a dewy finish, okay? And this step is gonna do that for you. And girls, when you're applying the fixing spray, make sure you put a little extra under the eyes because you don't want your under eyes looking cakey, okay? So let's just do a little extra work under the eyes. So now the canvas is set. Our foundation is done. It's that simple, okay? All you have to do is get a powder foundation, apply it to the face, spray it with some fixing spray, and just lightly dab it to make it look beautiful and dewy. And trust me girls, this base is going nowhere. I have tried and tested it, and it doesn't turn oily, doesn't turn glossy, doesn't turn greasy. You just look nice and fresh. So this is my foundation routine for Monsoon. Now let's move on to eye makeup. So during Monsoon, there is one extra step that I add to my eye makeup routine, and that is eye primer. Okay, the one I'm using is by Revlon Focus and Fix Eye Primer. First things first, what you're going to do is you're going to apply some primer on your eyelids, okay? You don't have to apply too much, just a little bit. Okay? And just blend that in with your fingers. You just want to set the base for your eyeshadow. This one little extra step goes a long way, girls. Okay? It doesn't allow your eyeshadow to move, to budge. Now let's move on to eyeshadow. So for Monsoon, at least for myself, I like to stick to more neutral and natural shades as far as eye makeup is concerned. So the palette that I use during Monsoon is this Sephora palette that I've got right here. It's in really bad shape because I use it a lot. So here are the colors, and I will be using most likely the top left or the top right. Abhi maine decide nahi kiya hai. So I guess I'll go for the matte look, which was actually on the top left of your screen, okay? So this is like a light brown shade, okay? So let's apply that. Like I mentioned before, you want to keep it natural. Okay, you don't want to go too smoky, or you don't want to get too experimental. That when it rains, that your dark eyeshadow goes all over your face. You don't want that. Okay, but because we put the primer on before applying the eyeshadow, our eyeshadow will not budge. It will stay put. So just a nice natural neutral shade for the lower part of the eyelid. I really like the shade, this light brownish, grayish, pinkish shade. I don't know what it's called, but it's in Sephora's basic black palette that I have. And I love it because it just enhances the color of my eyes. Like it just brings out those dormant shades of my eyes. I love it. And I'm gonna go for a little bit lighter shade from the same family, but a little bit glittery, just to highlight my brow bone a bit for the top part of the eye. Okay, so keep it neutral for the lower part of the lid. And because you want to highlight your brow bone, then you can go for a little bit of a shimmery shade for the top portion. Or at least that's what I do. That's my style. Matte on the bottom, shimmery on top. Let's move on to eyeliner or kajal. So I would highly recommend that for your Monsoon makeup look that you invest in a waterproof eye pencil, okay? Whether you're applying it along the waterline or whether you're using your eyeliner to line the top of your eyes, it is best to use waterproof, okay? This one is a no-brainer, girls. So the one I'm using here is by Color Bar. It's smudge proof, doesn't budge at all. And during Monsoon, unless I'm going for a wedding or some function or whatever, I prefer not to line the top of my eye. I just apply eyeliner along my waterline and that's it. Okay, so chalo, let's do this. I've used Color Bar here, but there are many other smudge-proof, waterproof eyeliners out there that you girls can pick up for yourselves. I like Color Bar because it's so dark, you know, it's so dark. And because I won't be lining the top of my eyes, I need something that's impactful, and that is this Color Bar. And another one that I highly, highly recommend, even more than Color Bar, I shouldn't be saying this, but I have to be honest with you girls, is one by Faces of Canada. Oh my gosh, their dark black eye pencil is out of this world, okay? That one, you could be stuck in a blizzard, you could be stuck in, you know, in a tropical rainforest and in the middle of a downpour, and that eye pencil, that thing will not budge, okay? Eye pencil is done. So now what we're going to do is we are going to work on our eyebrows. Okay, again, this one here, girls, is a no-brainer. Don't take a whole bunch of powder and start, you know, filling in your eyebrows, and next thing you know, you're stuck in the rain and that's it. Your eyebrows have moved down to your cheeks. You don't want that, girls. Don't want that. So what you want to do during monsoon is maybe get a waterproof brown color or whatever black color, whatever color your eyebrows are. Get a waterproof eyeliner and use that to kind of, you know, shade in your eyebrows. That's what I do. Okay, so let's do that. This is waterproof. This pencil is from Lancome. I actually stole it from my mom. I'm notorious for that. If my sister or my mom or my aunt or if my friends have something that I like, I'll kind of eye it and then I'll be like, well, I don't think you need that. And then I just end up taking it. Ah. But that's because I'm the baby of the house. So, you know, no one minds. But I wouldn't just take anything and snatch it and take it away, you know, like that is a no-no. No, no, no. So eyebrows are halfway done. We have shaded in our eyebrows. You're gonna brush them up, okay, make them look good. Okay, brush up bhi ho gaye. And now this step here is what's gonna lock them in place and is what's gonna make them monsoon proof, okay? If you have clear mascara, use that to gently set your eyebrows in place. If you don't have clear mascara, then what you can do is take an old finished up bottle of mascara. I've got one here. Okay, it's like totally done, it's dry, and it's waterproof. Main thing, it's waterproof. Even the clear mascara, make sure it's waterproof. Okay, so I'm gonna use this finished bottle with a little bit of residue of waterproof mascara on it to set my eyebrows and make them waterproof. Okay, so now because I've topped it off with this mascara, which is waterproof, now it will not budge when the rains come, okay? And nor will the pigment or that eyeliner that I used before this to shade in my brows, nor will that start running, okay? So this little tip is a very, very useful tip, okay? If you have an old waterproof mascara that's basically dried out, but you know there's a little bit left on the brush, use that during the monsoons, okay, to fix up your eyebrows. Okay, so now our eyebrows, our eyeliner, and our eyeshadow is done. So now we're gonna move on to mascara. And again, girls, this one is a complete no-brainer. During monsoon, you girls are gonna use waterproof mascara, okay? Because if your mascara starts running, then only God can save you during monsoon, okay? It gets bad. So you wanna prevent that. You wanna invest in a nice waterproof mascara. And I'm using the Hyper Curl from Maybelline here. And so let's get started. Let's get our eyelashes curled up. The eyelash curler, I think, is the best invention ever in the history of cosmetics, because it totally opens my eyes up. My eyes are opened up to begin with, but because they're so big, my eyelashes are so straight naturally. Once I curl them up, I feel it just kind of changes my whole appearance. Okay, so anyway, enough of that. Now we're gonna take our waterproof mascara and apply that. And keep in mind, girls, you don't want to apply too much during monsoon, okay? You want to just appear well put together and natural. Okay, so don't clump it on. Just enough so you look classy. But then again, if you like that whole, you know, spider eye look, then that's your call. I actually don't mind it if I'm going out for the evening, you know? Then I love it when my eyelashes look all like fluttery and, you know, thick. But for the day, during the monsoon, when the weather is completely unpredictable and hot and humid, then I don't want my eyes like sticking together, you know, because I've got too much mascara on. So I would just apply up to 2 coats. I think that's more than enough. If you like to apply mascara on the bottom lashes, go ahead. I really don't like to do that during monsoon because I've got this super dark eyeliner in there anyway, so I don't think it's really required. Okay, base is done, eyes are done. Now we're gonna move on to contouring. So some makeup artists claim that during the monsoon season, cream-based blush and contour is the best thing to use. Okay, I have tried it and I felt that it begins to kind of spread on my skin. Okay, so I guess this is something that you would probably have to try out and see for yourself to see what works best for you. For me, the best thing is a powder blush and powder contour. So I'm using my go-to blush, which is like super old and it's been around the world with me. It's by CoverGirl. I love it. And the shade is, I always forget the shade, Rose Silk. This one has a slight shimmer to it, so I don't even have to apply highlighter. And वैसे भी during monsoons, I don't like to apply highlighter because I don't like to look like ultra glossy and ultra sparkly, right? So I would opt for either a matte finish or just a little bit of shimmer, like a natural look would be the best thing for blush. Okay, so this blush is on. And now we're gonna contour. And like I said before, it's totally up to you if you want to use cream contour, because a lot of people say that it works better for them during monsoon. But for my own skin, which is combination skin, I've got an oily, not oily, but little, kind of gets oily T-zone, okay? And then normal, a cheek area, okay? So for me, powder works best. It stays put and I don't know, it works for me, so that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm using this bronzer today by a company called Annabelle. I had picked this up when I was in Canada, and I'm sure you can get it here. I wouldn't want to go too heavy on the contour during monsoons, but that's just my personal preference. If you want to go heavy, go right on ahead. Okay, so the blush and the contour is done, and now we're moving on to lipstick. And for monsoon, I prefer to use a matte lipstick because I don't want anything that's too glossy and too, like I said, because वैसे भी हम इतने glossy हो चुके होते हैं because of the weather, that I don't want everything shining on my face. So I opt for a matte lipstick. And what I use most during monsoon is this hot pink shade, which is by Lancome, and the shade is called Racy. Before I put on the lipstick, I'm gonna line my lips with this lip liner. Okay girls, lipstick is done, and now the final touch. This is very, very, very important, okay? Even if you normally don't use this product during your normal makeup routine, during normal weather, I would highly recommend that you invest in a fixing spray during monsoon, because when everything is done, what you should do is fix that into place, so that no matter what, no matter how hot and how humid and how rainy it gets, your makeup stays put, okay? So let's go ahead with this. Give it a good spray. So this will lock my look into place. So this one, like I said before, is by Revlon. There's this beautiful one by NYX that I normally use. It gives you such a beautiful dewy finish. But today, since I had this sitting around, I thought, why don't I give this one a try? And even this is quite nice, actually. I like it. It's giving me that dewiness that I want, even though I've used matte makeup. You know, I've used a matte powder foundation, but still this has given me just the right amount of dewiness. So girls, this completes our monsoon proof makeup routine. I hope these tips come in handy to all of you. And I've just used the products that I have at home. Just keep in mind that you don't have to use the exact same products, but just make sure that the moisturizer is water-based and that your foundation is powder-based and that you use a setting spray. These three things are basically the biggest difference between my normal makeup routine and my monsoon makeup routine, okay? And that setting spray, very important. That is what's gonna keep everything in place. And the tip that I'd like you guys to take away from this vlog is that we are not only gonna spray this at the end. Remember, we sprayed it after our foundation as well, okay? So you're gonna spray setting spray 2 times to make sure your base sticks, to make sure your makeup sticks during monsoon. Okay, so this is it. This is where I'm gonna conclude this vlog. I hope कि ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਮਜ਼ਾ ਆਇਆ watching this vlog, and I hope these tips come in handy and that they're useful for all of you. And any questions, comments, do not hesitate to leave them down below in the comment section. And yeah, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so and make sure you hit that bell icon, guys, so that you could be notified every time I upload a vlog. Feel free to share the vlogs if you feel they will come in handy for others. You know, if this information can be shared, go ahead, spread the love. Okay, so I'll see you again in my next vlog. I love you all. Mwah. Thank you for watching. Bye.